MSR's Nook tent is a lightweight backpacking tent designed to provide livability in the backcountry. In addition to its standard setup, the Nook tent can be assembled as a completely freestanding tent or an ultralight tarp shelter. Choose your tent site and spread the body of the tent out. If you are using the optional footprint, place it under the tent body. Stake each of the corners tightly, pulling directly from the center of the tent. Assemble the main pole structure and place it on top of the tent. Secure the ends of the gray pole in the color-coded grommets at the front corners of the tent. This pole forms the front arch. Insert the ends of the longer green pole in the color-coded grommets above the doorway and at the rear of the tent to form the main arch. Place the short gray cross pole over the main arch and secure the tips to the grommets in the midpoint of the tent. Attach the clips on the tent body to the arches, starting at the top of each arch and working your way down. Drape the rainfly over the pole structure, making sure the vents and door are aligned. Attach the rainfly to the green pole end using the color-coded grommet above the door. Attach the ends of the short cross pole to the color-coded grommets in the rainfly's vents. Next, attach the hook and loop strap around the intersection of the two arches. Insert the ends of the front arch pole in the color-coded grommets in the rainfly. Clip the rear corners of the rainfly to the tent body and tighten the side release buckles. Pull the vestibule away from the tent until it is taut, then stake it down. Increase airflow throughout the tent by propping open the vents in the walls. The vents in the tent body align with the vents in the rainfly to provide increased airflow. Use additional stakes and guy lines as needed to further secure your tent. Use the Nook footprint to protect the floor of your tent from tears and abrasion. An MSR mud mat can be used to cover the ground in your vestibule, and it helps to keep gear clean and reduce condensation. The Nook tent can be set up as a fully freestanding tent with the addition of a trekking pole. Attach the included trekking pole adapter to the middle of your trekking pole. Then attach the stake loops at the rear of the tent to the handle and tip of the pole. Extend the pole until the rear of the tent is taut. Then place tip of rear main arch pole into the grommet on the trekking pole adapter. To set up your Nook tent as an ultralight fly and footprint shelter, start by sticking out the footprint with the MSR logo facing up. Assemble the Nook pole structure and place it on the footprint. Insert the tips of the gray front arch pole into the corresponding grommets in the footprint. Insert the end of the green main arch pole in the grommet at the rear of the footprint. Drape the rainfly over the pole structure and attach the main arch pole to the grommet above the door. Insert the short cross pole and attach it to the grommets above the vents in the sides of the rainfly. Attach and tighten the webbing at all stakeout points. Pull the vestibule away from the tent and stake it down tightly. Attach all hook and loop straps on the underside of the rainfly to the corresponding poles. Finally, secure and tension all the guy lines on your tent for greater stability. There are many ways to store your tent properly. Here is one way that works well. Break down your poles starting from the middle. This distributes the shock cord load evenly and reduces wear. Fold the body of the tent lengthwise to match the size of your tent bag. Brush off any dirt you see. Fold the rainfly to the same length and lay it over the body of the tent. Place the poles and the stakes in the center and roll them up tightly. Do not store your tent if it is wet or damp. If you have to pack your tent when it is wet, set it up again as soon as possible and allow it to dry. Make sure it is completely dry before storing it long term. Do not leave a wet tent packed for more than 24 hours. In hot or humid conditions, do not leave your tent packed for more than 8 hours. Mold and mildew can develop quickly, causing irreparable damage to the fabric. Use MSR's mesh storage duffel to help to maintain your tent's performance. It is designed to store your tent in an uncompressed and breathable manner for years of backcountry performance. If you have questions about assembling the Nook tent, please contact customer service, msrgear.com/tent warranty.